we have given the cheat sheet for the Google My Business, and I hope you have got the thing ready, which is easy for you to do the listing. If you have it ready, it's much easier. If you have not done, but it's still okay because you are just doing your own business listing. And when you do your own business listing, obviously you know about your company, your business, your product and all that. So it will not be very difficult. But if you have the thing ready, especially when it comes to the description and the keywords, so it will be easy to just copy and paste. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show, anyway, by the name, I'm Victor here, and Victor Jabamani, and I'm going to show a real life example here. All right, this is going to be a real life example. This is for one of my client. A client of mine has given his particulars, his details. So I'm going to do listing for his company, and that becomes our practice for the class. Okay, right. Let's see what we're going to do now. Okay, before we go into this, let us have a look at the cheat sheet. All right, the cheat sheet I've given here, and this is the cheat sheet you have with you. See, this is what I meant just now. If you have the, I'm sure this category and all that, address and all that you can remember, but when it comes to okay, business description, keywords, all this, if you have recorded it and you have kept it ready, it will make things much easier for yourself, right? Okay. This is the reply I received from my client, or rather a filled up form that I received from my client. So I'm going to do this, and it's running a home tuition center, and let's get this listed. Okay, this will be our practice, right? Okay, let's go into Google My Business. Okay, if you look here, you just have to type in business.google.com. That's it. Okay, in my case, I've already gone into the page. See, Google My Business, and I already have done a few here. So I just want to add another business, right? Add a single business, right? So it is the same. When you go in, this is the first thing. All right. The first thing you do here is your company name. All right. This is not keyword sensitive, so you don't have to worry. You just have to put the real company name. As we see here, the list here is JK Home Tuition. So we just copy this. All right. Now, so here you see they say create a business with this name. So if your business has earlier been registered in Google My Business, it will appear here. All right, it will appear here. You see, there's something closer to this name, Home Tuition Knowledge Class, but this is somewhere far, far, far away. All right, so this is not. So we just click on it and see what happens. All right, so Google has said start building your business profile. Now that means this business name is available, and also it has not been listed earlier. So next we go to the business category. Okay, here let us put like what the client has given here: education and home tuition. Right? Let's see what happens here. Sorry. Let's see home tuition. Okay. Okay. Home tuition. Okay. If you can see here, we didn't understand your category. So which means Google don't have this category here, right? So we cannot use this category. We have to use education. All right. Here you can see they have a list of categories here. So we choose which is the best. They don't have here. Let's try home. Okay. So you can see it's private tutor, right? This is available. So let's check that category and move on to the next. Okay. Now, do you want to add a location customers can visit, like a store or office? Yes, this business is being run in the center. So we put it yes and click. Right. So the address here, the country is Malaysia, street address. Okay. Okay. All right. So we just have to copy this address. Don't worry about this red underlining mark here. It's because this is in Malay language. So obviously Google will not recognize that, right? And you can see 30100. Okay, and select the state. All right. Okay, the address is done. Okay. Here, do you also serve customers outside this location? All right. If this tutor does not give any classes out of their location, then they just put there no. If they do, then they just put yes, and then, okay, let's see what happens. All right. Select areas. So you can select a few areas. Okay, assuming we put no. Okay, assuming we put no, see what happens. All right, it goes to the next step, right? Okay, now this tutor seem to have another 2 locations. Or another 3 locations here, all right? We'll just take, you have to do it one at a time, one at a time. You cannot put 3 locations together, right? All right. You see, they give you the proper name. Even though you put half the name, they give you proper name selected. Then you can put again, you can add in more locations. Okay, let's say you do the second location. Here they have a number of okay, so all right, now we just choose one. Okay, and we look at the third location. Okay, right. Now this done. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here, as for the phone, you have already selected your country earlier, so the country code will be here. All right, as for Malaysia is +60. So you just have to go for the number, phone number. Okay. If you look at it, the phone number, you saw that 60 was already given. So I have to take from and remove the hyphen there as well. Okay, I just remove this hyphen. All right. Okay. Website URL. If you have a website URL, you give a website URL. Okay, let's see what the client has given here. Right. There's no website URL. It doesn't have one. So he has got a Facebook URL. So we will copy this. And place the URL here. Okay. So if you don't have a website, you can put there as your website doesn't require, I mean, your business doesn't require a site. But in this case, if you have a social media site, you can also put there. It's good enough, right? Okay. And those who want to get a website from them, obviously you can request a site, and there's some procedures for that. Okay. For now, let's say now the Facebook URL has been keyed in. Okay, just double check. It starts with HTTPS. All right. Next. Okay, this is a very critical this thing. Okay, good. You have been verified. Okay, this is what we want. All right, very, 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 very important. You have been verified. The moment it says you are verified, then it makes your life much, much, much easier. So you can get listed within hours. Within few hours, you can get listed. If not, sometimes they require, especially for those physical locations, sometimes you might have another business listed in the same address, or close by or nearby, there's also people listed. So usually they want to verify. But Google do give you a chance of verifying via email, via phones. They give you a choice, but unfortunately, not every time you are given a choice. So what happens, even when we first started off with this, you can see my verification there for the two businesses listed there, 50%. One was not verified. Why? Because we are waiting for the postcard. So they send by postcard. Sometimes your option is given, you can choose. Sometimes it's not given and they give you the choice. This is it. Okay, if they give you something like only Google My Business is your only option, then just to bet, we have to wait for the postcard to arrive. So when they give you the option of postcard, we have no other alternative. We have to wait. But in this case, you see, it's clean. You have been verified. That is a great news, right? Yeah, that's a great news. Let's move on. Okay. Now add business hours. According to the client, you can see the business hours. Okay. They choose your timetable. Okay. That means they're asking the students to choose the timetable, and they have it from 6 to 10 p.m. every day. All right. So let's get that done. So Sunday is also open. You can just select from here, or you just click the 6 and 6 p.m. comes in, and you close at 10 p.m. So you just choose 10 p.m. right? And Monday is the same. You have to fill up this. You have to fill up everything into one by one. Okay. Okay, 6 p.m. Open. So close at 10 p.m. Okay. So Tuesday, same, 6 p.m. Close 10 p.m. Wednesday, 6 p.m. and close 10 p.m. So since a client has given me the time as 6 p.m. for every day. Start time 6 p.m. Close time is 10 p.m. Okay. Right. Okay, right. So the business hour is now settled. Let's move on to the next page. Okay. Now add messaging. Now this one is a very, very important tool because it makes your business easier, right? Let customers message your business on Google for free. So when the customer want to message with this tool, it makes life easier for the customer and also makes life easier for us, right? Now, add business description. Okay, this is where I said if you have done the okay, business description, you have already done it, then at this particular time, you don't have to waste time. You can just copy it and you can paste it there. That's business description, but you are given only 750 words. So since we are only using 398 words, so it's not a problem. And also, some of this red underlining, you don't have to worry. It's not because of spelling error. This language, this is a Malay language, and maths. Maths, if you have done the keyword generation, all right, keyword generation on the first day, you can see you try the same method. You put there as home tuition, or you put there maths. You can see very clearly there are people who use the word maths. They don't use the full word as mathematics. But for our own benefit, let's put it as both. Maths we also put, mathematics also we'll put it. All right. Okay. The rest of it, some are of different language, so not to worry. All right. Description is done. Okay. Add photos. Okay. Now this is where you need to add photos. All right. Photos are also already given by the client, if you can see here. Okay, they already have given, and all these are in Google Drive. Okay. Okay. This is yeah, it's sorry, it's OneDrive. It's not Google Drive, it's OneDrive. All right. I do not know whether it will accept all at one go. Okay, let's try. I think we have about 7 photos there. I do not know if it accepts all 7 at one go. If it does, it's easier. Okay, it does. Okay, it accepted all 7. Done. Okay, photographs done. So we have done almost everything. Now here, Google is giving you a RM. This is for Ringgit, Malaysian Ringgit, 150 free advertising credit. Okay, so in case this client intends to do Google ads, then they claim this. If they don't want, then you can just skip it, right? Okay, your business profile is almost ready, right? We have almost keyed in everything there, so continue. Okay, this is it. Keep customers up to date, get started, create a post. You see, you have already, almost everything is done already. Almost everything is done. Okay. Almost everything you can see there. Okay. Another thing you can see, complete your business profile. You can see 70% of your business profile is done. Okay. Okay. This is about it. Okay. Now let's go into info. Click the info on this side here, just to make sure that everything is in order. Okay. Home tuition, the address. This is for the purpose of the location. All right. Okay. You want to add in extra hours, you can do it. Special hours, maybe like Sunday or like Saturday or Sunday, they want to give some special classes, they can also do it. All right. Phone number, their URL, and then appointment links. Add a link in case for appointment links. Products, add or edit products. They can do it here. Service. All these are additional things which we can specifically do, which also will give us more related ratings. All right. And it also depends on your competition in your area. How great is the competition? If the competition is very high, then obviously we have to give more details, more information to Google, so that Google will be happy to place us there. All right. So the description is here. You want to edit also can, not to worry. If the first place anything goes wrong, you can still edit it. It's not a problem. Now opening date. They want to know the opening date. Okay. This is something that Google actually asks for. They prefer to have this opening date, right? Okay. If you see this, in this case, I've already spoke to the client because it was not in the form. So the guy has opened it about 5 years back, all right? 5 years back, and that is, this is 21. So it's about 2016. Okay, and it was month of May. Okay, I'm not sure of the date, so we just leave the date out. All right. Okay, info updated, create post. We're not ready to create post yet. Okay, add photos. You want to add more photos? Just now we already added about 6 or 7 photos. You can add some more. All right. Now let's look at this side. View on Google search, view on Google map. All right. Now we have this address. Put it on the Google map as well. All right. Just double check. Usually Google is quite good at these maps, but we have to double check. All right. So corner correct. All right. That was done. That's about it. And you have done Google My Business. Okay. Okay. Google My Business is done.